Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start new poem, that is Trespass. It is given on page number 76 of your book. Get ready with the book. This poem is written by John Clare. The name of the poet is John Clare, and he was born in 1793 and died in 1864. The poet was born in 1793 and died in 1864. He was the son of a farm worker. He belonged to a simple family. He lived in the countryside and wrote many poems that are based on close observation of the simple, natural world around him. And in this poem, he admires the beauty of nature, beautiful countryside, but his feelings about crossing land that is not his makes him very uneasy. By the topic, by the title of the poem, we understand it. What is the meaning of trespass? First of all, we should know trespass means to enter someone's land or property without their permission. Usually, it is not allowed to enter in somebody else's land or property without any permission. Dear children, here on page number 77, the word meanings are given. Let's see these word meanings first and then we'll see the poem. The first word is cautious. Cautious means being careful in order to avoid problems or dangers. Cautious means being careful. Dreaded. Dreaded means feared about something in the future. Gained. Arrived at a destination or obtained. Not means nothing. Swath means a long narrow space cut through grass or corn. Here, a long narrow space cut through grass or corn means a narrow space, and both the side of this path there is a grass or corn or any other crop. Tread, a person's manner of walking, the way person walks. Trespass, enter someone's land or property without their permission. Ventured means undertook a risky or daring journey. Wary, feeling or being cautious, being careful. Now, let's see the poem. I dreaded walking where there was no path, and pressed with cautious tread the meadow swath, and always turned to look with wary eye, and always feared the honor coming by. Yet everything about where I had gone appeared so beautiful, I ventured on. And when I gained the road where all are free, I fancied every stranger frowned at me, and every kinder look appeared to say, you have been on trespass in your walk today. I've often thought the day appeared so fine, how beautiful if such a place were mine. But having not, I never feel alone and cannot use others as my own. It's a wonderful poem written by John Clare. The poet says, I dreaded means fear about something in future, being afraid about something. I dreaded walking where there was no path. The poet was afraid to walk where there was no path. and pressed with cautious tread and meadow swath. Pressed means he moved forward with cautious. Cautious means very careful. Tread means the manner of walking. The meadow. Meadow, we know the green land, green area. Swath is a long, narrow space cut through the grass. You can understand this way. It's a path. It's a way, and both the side, the area is full of grass or corns. So the poet says that he was afraid walking where there was no path. When he was walking, means he was not allowed to go through that way, and moved with cautious, means he moved forward with very careful manner of walking. He moved very carefully through the meadow swath, From that narrow passage, he moved very carefully and always turned to look with wary eye. Wary means being cautious, careful. And all the time he turned back. He looked here and there with very cautious eye, and always feared the honor coming by. And all the time he was afraid if the honor come by, if the honor will observe him. He was afraid of the honor of that land, because that was not his, and without permission he entered in somebody else's property. So he was afraid. Yet everything about where I had gone appeared so beautiful, I ventured on. Ventured means undertook a risky journey. Though he undertook a risky journey, and wherever he went, he found everything extremely beautiful. Everything appeared so beautiful. He enjoyed the beauty of nature. Though it was very risky for him, but still he enjoyed it a lot. Why it was risky? Because he was not allowed to go through that way. And when I gained the road where all are free, means finally he kept on walking and enjoying that scenery, that atmosphere, and finally he reached on the road where all are free to walk around. We know that on the road all the people are free. There is no foundation for anyone. It is a public area. On public areas we all are free to walk. The same way, when he reached on the road, he was also very comfortable. And he was knowing that all are free to walk in this place. I fancied every stranger frowned at me. When he reached on the road, he saw many strangers. I fancied means I imagined, or I felt that every stranger is staring at me, is looking at me, and every kind of look appeared to say, and it seemed that everybody, whoever is looking at him, wants to say that you've been on trespass in your walk today. He felt that the people, those who are looking at him, staring him, wants to say that today you have entered in somebody else's property without permission. I've often thought the day appeared so fine. The poet said that always he thought that the day which appeared to him is so fine, is so beautiful. How beautiful if such a place were mine. Now he is imagining that if this wonderful place belonged to him, if it is his own place, his own area, his own property. But having not means nothing. He was having nothing. I never feel alone. The poet said that though he is not having his own property, his own wonderful, beautiful place, this meadow, this swath, though all these things he is not having, but still he is happy. He does not feel lonely, and cannot use another's as my own. And the poet said that he cannot use others' property as his own. He cannot consider others' land as his own, though he enjoyed all these, the beauty of nature, that green grass, that beautiful area, but he was not greedy at all. He was satisfied with whatever he had. Finally, he said that, and cannot use another's as my own. He cannot think others' property as his own. So, dear children, according to me, I think we get a good message from this poem. First of all, we should be satisfied with whatever is given to us. We should appreciate, we should admire what others are having. It's okay, it's good to appreciate others, but should not be greedy. Oh, all these things should come to me. Whatever is given to me by God, we should be satisfied, we should be happy and content. I hope you understood this poem, and the word meanings you have to write in your notebook, and 8 lines, the first 8 lines of the poem also you will be writing in your notebook. This is your today's homework. Dear children, all of you revise this poem at home and try to understand it in a better way. Thank you.